Hi everyone, it's Kare from Kare Physio. Just thought I'd hop on here because as we're getting closer to Christmas, I'm noticing, and you guys are probably experiencing this too, lots of people are having heightened stress. So COVID plus Christmas, it's kind of ramping up. So what I'm seeing in my clinic with a lot of my patients, especially the ones that have pain, is stress is one of the triggers for their pain. So anytime we have increased stress in our life, it's going to often increase inflammation, pain, muscle tension, makes it harder to sleep. So we all know that if you don't get enough sleep, you're more likely to get sick, but also it really ramps up people's pain. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick little tip. Obviously, everyone knows that deep breathing and meditation can help with stress, but most of my patients either are kind of afraid of meditation or they think it takes too much effort. Even the deep breathing exercises I give them, sometimes they struggle with them. So here's a fun one. Okay, so you guys can do this with me. Go get a straw. I've got one right here. And mine's pink. And what I'm going to get you to do, this is so that we can decrease your stress response, but also optimize your vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve, essentially it's the nerve responsible for our parasympathetic nervous system response, or what I like to call rest and digest, which is obviously the opposite of fight or flight. So we need that rest and digest system, and it's for what it is, digest our food. So if you're under stress, your body shuttles blood, obviously, to the muscles that you would need if you had to run away from a tiger. So if you're being chased by a tiger, you're not going to stop to eat or digest your food. For my pelvic floor patients, I tell them, if you're under stress, you're not going to stop to poo or pee or have intercourse. Okay, so our pelvic floor is responsible for those three things. It's responsible for a bunch of things, but especially bowel, bladder, sexual intercourse, birth, those things. So our pelvic floor muscles, because they work with the diaphragm and our breath, one of the most important things you can do is learn how to breathe properly, decrease your stress response, get your diaphragm to work with your pelvic floor. So get a straw, and you can do this with me. So essentially, even if you do this for 3 or 4 minutes at home, it's a great way to instantly calm your stress response if something's triggered you, or you're just, like I said, having kind of an anxious time or anxious day. Just sit somewhere quiet, get a straw. You could even be in your bathroom. And what we're going to do is you're going to only breathe through your nose. You're going to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, but we're going to exhale through the straw to slow down the exhalation, okay? And what you're going to do is inhale through your nose, exhale through the straw, and then use the tip of your tongue to block the straw when you go to inhale again. I don't want you inhaling or breathing in through the straw. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to inhale, exhale, and you would do that for 3 or 4 minutes. So in the research, they say that the optimal length of time to inhale and exhale, ideally for heart rate variability, for vagal nerve optimization, is probably about 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out, okay? A lot of my patients, they tend to kind of breathe in their upper chest, or they kind of sometimes not panic breathe, but they breathe. And we get so used to either not breathing or breathing up here. Breathing through the straw can help you breathe more through your rib cage, diaphragm, and more have that calming vagal nerve response. Other ways you can optimize your vagus nerve, there's lots of ways. Meditation, yoga, being in nature. Interesting, the research also says humming, chanting, singing, gargling water, which is interesting. So those are all ways you can optimize the vagal nerve. So if you have any questions about how to decrease your stress or how to get your vagus nerve working at its best, comment below, ask me any questions, and have a great rest of the weekend.